Okay, we are live. Gotta grab the mic. Had to grab the Mikey mic. Okay, we're live. Good morning. Today, I'm going to be teaching you guys how you can lose body fat and build muscle. All right. I'm going to be teaching you how you can lose body fat and build muscle. That's what we're talking about today. We're going to give it a few more seconds so some more people can trickle in. Okay. Matter of fact, let's just jump right into it because this is being recorded and I don't want the recording to be super long. Okay. So today we're talking about how you can lose body fat and build muscle. So I'm going to start off with giving you guys my story, and then I'm going to give you guys some principles that you can live by to help you lose fat and build muscle. Okay. So why am I talking about this? The reason I'm talking about this is because I lost 100 pounds in 6 months when I first got into fitness, and that changed my life. So I'm going to talk to you guys about how I was able to do that. Okay. Let me actually show you guys my photo so you guys can see what I was looking like. This was me. I started off at 260 pounds, and then I dropped it down to 160 pounds in 6 months. Cool. So that's where I started at. Now, let's get into this. Let's rewind and go back to the time when I was 260 pounds. Okay. So when I was heavier and I was trying to lose weight, I was trying for, I want to say 2 years. Like I was really trying to lose weight. I would get motivated and then I would go on a little jog. I'd come home, I would eat bad. I would go to the gym, still come home, not really eat good. I would eat a salad occasionally. So I was trying for 2 years. The issue was I wasn't being consistent. That was the issue. And because I wasn't being consistent, I wasn't able to actually get the weight off and keep it off. I wasn't seeing any progress. So pretty much I stayed stuck. I stayed in the same position for the 2 years. Now, eventually, I got really, really fed up with being overweight. I got like really fed up with being overweight. So what did I do? Right? What helped me lose the weight? And let me show you guys the photo again, just so you can see it. All right. What did I do to finally get the weight off? What changed for me? What helped me lose 100 pounds in 6 months? Huh? What was it? I can say I took immediate action. So this is what I mean by that. When I knew that I wanted to lose weight, I went home and I did something very smart. And if I didn't do this one thing, I probably would still be overweight. I would not have started then. Once I got motivated to lose weight, I started immediately. I mean, I'm talking about like I was like, yo, I'm going to lose weight. And then I immediately made a meal plan for myself. That day, I started eating right. I didn't say I'm going to wait till Monday. I didn't say I'm going to wait till next week. I didn't say I'm going to wait until the first of the month. No, I started literally that day at 8 o'clock in the morning. I was fed up. I said, I'm going to get in shape. So my very next meal was a meal from a meal plan that I got. And I followed that meal plan 100%. I also got a workout plan. So I started doing my cardio every day. That day, I started going to the gym every day. That day, like I started on a complete plan that day. And 6 months later, I was 100 pounds lighter. That was the best decision that I ever made in my life. And if you're trying to lose weight, one of the most powerful things that you can do is take immediate action. If you're fed up right now and you are motivated to lose the weight and change your life, take action right now. Don't wait until things are going to be perfect. No, because motivation is fleeting. Like you will be motivated now, but when you're stressed out after work and when let's say you get comfortable later in the day and you're relaxing, you're not going to be motivated and you're not going to take the action. So take action right this second. Let me show you guys the photo again for all the new people in here, right? Look, we're talking about how I was able to lose 100 pounds in 6 months. When I was 260 pounds, I was upset. I got mad and I said, I'm going to lose weight. And then 6 months later, I lost 100 pounds. I was 100 pounds lighter. And I took action that day. The day I got mad and said, I'm losing weight, I started eating right, doing cardio, going to the gym that day. 6 months later, everything changed. I didn't take it easy. I didn't take it slow. I didn't ease my way into it. I made an immediate change and got immediate results. That's number one. Okay. Now, number two is you need to have a real plan. You cannot guess when you're trying to lose body fat and have a transformation. Like I said before, I was trying to eat salads and I would go on a run here and there. I would go to the gym. No, you need a real plan. You need to write out, this is what I'm going to eat exactly. This is what I'm going to do when I go to the gym exactly. This is how much cardio I'm going to do exactly. You need a plan that you can stick to. You need to be like a soldier. You need to be militant. Anybody who's successful at anything, they are militant. They follow a plan and they just like, I'm a soldier and these are my marching orders and I'm going to follow this so I can achieve my objective. If you have that type of resolve, you're going to lose the weight. Like you cannot not lose weight if your mindset is like that. You get a plan immediately and you start working that plan immediately. Cool. Number three, once you have a plan and you are taking action on that plan immediately, you have to follow the plan 100%. A lot of people get plans and they think they can start to, cheat on the plan. They think they can follow it 80%. If you cut corners, you're not going to see progress. If you cut corners, there are plenty of people who, like, if you're somebody who eats healthy, but you're not losing weight, like you eat healthy and you're not seeing any progress. But I eat healthy. I go to the gym. It's because you're not following. It's either your plan is messed up, right? You're not following the right kind of plan, or your plan is great. You're just not really committed to it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be committed. I'm saying, like, feel it from your gut, like committed. I am going to follow this plan. I'm committed to it. All right. Follow the plan 100%. Number four, keep going when you start seeing results. So with me, I lost 5 pounds my first week. I lost 5 pounds my first week when I started my new plan. And when you start seeing results, it can be easy for you to want to start doing cheat meals and for you to start slacking off. But it's very important when you're in the beginning of your fitness journey, you want to keep on going. Having cheat meals and slipping up can cause you to sabotage yourself and can cause you to like start to regress and you don't see the real progress, because we are in a state now where we are trying to build new habits. Like if you don't eat healthy and you start eating healthy for 1 week, you're very vulnerable. One wrong meal, one wrong trigger could cause you to relapse. So we got to keep on going and don't think just because we see in progress, we could start slipping up and we could start cheating on our diet. Cool. Number five, even if you do slip up, do not quit. Like if you do have a bad weekend, one, do not justify the weekend. Get right back onto the plan. Do not quit. Just fix it and make sure that next weekend is good. So if you do slip up ever with fitness, don't get into your head. Don't get sad and depressed. Just keep going. Don't quit. And the final thing that I can say is get support. Do not try to do this by yourself. Get support. I have been doing this for over a decade and I have a coach. Like I've been trained, like I was a personal trainer, been a fitness coach. I went to school for public health. So like on a mass scale, I was teaching workshops at colleges and going into, like different businesses and running like health and wellness workshops for years. And I have a fitness coach because I don't believe, like I want support. I have friends that I work out with at the gym. I have a support system. So you need to have some type of support system, whether it be friends, whether it be a coach, whether it be somebody, you need somebody in your life to hold you accountable and to support you while you are trying to reach your fitness goal. Cool. So this is the mindset stuff, right? These 6 tips that I just gave you are stuff to help you with the mindset, which is the most important piece. Okay. So let me give you a recap. For everybody who doesn't know, I was able to lose 100 pounds in 6 months. All right. I was 260. And then I got fed up. I got sick and tired of being overweight, being fat, being unhealthy, sweating a lot. And then in 6 months, I dropped 100 pounds. And this is how I was able to do it. Number one, I took action immediately. The second I got fed up and I was motivated, I started eating right that day. I started doing cardio that day. I started going to the gym that day. Number two, I made sure I was actually following a real plan. I wasn't just trying to guess. I wasn't just trying to wing it anymore. I said, I need a solid plan that I can follow. Next, I followed that plan 100%. I didn't cheat on a diet. I didn't give myself any excuses. I gave myself no wiggle room. I followed it 100%. Number four, I kept going. Like, just because I started to lose weight quickly, like, I didn't stop. Like, I didn't give myself cheat meals. I said, I'm going to get to the goal first. Then I can relax and ease up. Number five, don't quit after you slip up. Personally, I didn't slip up. I didn't have any cheat meals when I was doing this. Like, I was able to be super strict, but sometimes you will slip up. Just don't quit. Keep going. And number six, get support. Do not do this alone. I had friends that were already in fitness. I was going to gyms. There were people that were into fitness that were there, and they gave me the support and the encouragement that I needed to keep on going. So that's the mindset stuff that we need in order to stay committed to the plan and the process so we can get the results that we're looking for. Okay, now we're going to get into some nutrition tips. All right, so we're going to get into some eating tips that's going to help you guys out. If this is making sense, let me know in the comment section. This makes sense or no? Let me know if this is making sense for you. Okay. Now we're going to get into the nutrition. So, number one, when you're trying to eat better so you can lose body fat and build muscle, the most important thing you need to make a meal plan. That is priority number one. You need to make a meal plan and stick to it. So, who here does not have a meal plan? And who here does have a meal plan? I just want to get a good feel for the room. Who does not have a meal plan and who does have a meal plan? Let me know. Put yes if you have a meal plan. Put no if you don't have a meal plan. Okay, we don't have a meal plan. No meal plan. No meal plan. All right. So, what can I do to help you guys out with that? I'm actually going to give you guys an example meal plan that you can follow. Cool. Okay, so this is a meal plan template to help you lose fat fast. Meal one is going to be 5 to 8 ounces of a protein with a side of vegetables, or it can be a protein shake made with 2 scoops of protein powder. Meal number two is going to be 5 to 8 ounces of a protein source with a side of vegetables again. And meal number three, which is your dinner, is going to be 5 to 8 ounces of a protein source with vegetables. And optional, you can have half a cup to 1 cup of some carbs. And if you want a snack, you can do fruit, a protein shake, or a protein bar. Now, when I say protein sources, these are some examples of proteins. We can do chicken breast, chicken thighs, salmon, tilapia, lean ground beef, turkey or ground turkey, egg whites. These are examples of protein sources. And when I say vegetables, you can literally eat whatever vegetable you want. And when I say carbs, I'm talking about the things like rice, sweet potatoes, quinoa, oatmeal, pasta, couscous. So just to give you a recap, meal one is protein and veggies. Meal two is protein and veggies. Meal three is protein, veggies, a little bit of carbs. And as a snack, you can do fruit, a protein shake, or a protein bar. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. And this is a template to help you lose fat fast. Now, a few tips when you're cooking your food: don't add a lot of oil or butter. I see quite a few people doing that, and that will sabotage your results. Okay, so make a meal plan and stick to it. And if you don't have a meal plan, I literally just gave you one. And I know if you guys ever hear me say do 5 to 8 ounces of a protein source with vegetables, 5 to 6 ounces is a good serving size for most women. 7, 8, or 9 ounces of the cooked protein is going to be a good serving size for men. So all you have to do is get a food scale. After you cook the meat, after you cook your food, you're just going to weigh out 5 to 9 ounces of a protein source and then just put it on your plate, and now you can eat it. And once you weigh your food for a little bit, you don't have to weigh it again because you know what 9 ounces of food is going to look like. So for most women, that's going to be 5 to 6 ounces of a cooked protein source for each meal. And yes, shrimp is a good protein option as well. Any type of meat or fish or seafood are good protein sources. So chicken, shrimp, fish, beef, steak, all of those are good. We just want to make sure we're not picking fatty cuts of meat. So if you look at it and you can tell that it's fatty and greasy, don't eat it. Skip that one. Okay. Next, we need to prepare our meals in advance. If you prepare, that will eliminate excuses. So we need to cook all of our food in advance. So when it's time for us to eat, all we have to do is warm up the food in the microwave. That makes it easier for you to actually stick to your meal plan. Next, and this is going to be very, very tactical. Write this down because this is very important. You need to calculate your maintenance calories and stay in a 500 to 1,000 calorie deficit. So let me break that down a little bit for you. You need to calculate what is your maintenance calories and make sure you're eating 500 or 1,000 calories less than your maintenance every day if you want to lose body fat. So write that down. Take some time to actually figure out how to do that. I have some videos on YouTube where like I kind of break it down and I actually do it with you on screen. So that's something that everybody here needs to learn how to do eventually. Next, guys, this is a tip to help you lose body fat, build muscle. If there's one thing that I do that helps me lose body fat and build muscle, that is the simplest tip that I can give anybody. It is to make sure you are eating a lean protein source, which can be chicken, steak, or fish. Eat that lean protein with vegetables as your main meal. 90% of what you're eating should be a lean protein source with vegetables. If you eat like that 90% of the time, if that's 90% of what's going into your body, you will lose body fat and build muscle and you will stay lean. So that can be chicken breast and vegetables, steak and vegetables, fish and vegetables, egg whites and vegetables, shrimp and vegetables. If you're eating like that, you will lose body fat, stay lean, and you'll be able to build muscle. Next, make sure you are having a high protein breakfast. Okay. So, what are some things we should not be eating for breakfast? A few things we should not eat for breakfast is going to be muffins, is going to be cereal, is going to be bagels with cream cheese, is going to be ice cream, coffee drinks, is going to be anything that is sugary. We don't even want to just eat fruit for breakfast. We want to make sure that for our breakfast, we're eating something that is high in protein. So, 1 cup of egg whites with 2 eggs. That's high protein. A protein shake, that is high protein. Oatmeal with 1 or 2 scoops of protein powder in it, that is high protein. 2 eggs with some steak, that is high protein. 2 eggs with ground beef, that is high protein. 2 eggs and chicken breast, that is high protein. 1 cup of egg whites and turkey bacon or regular bacon, that is high protein. Next, eat carbs once a day and use portion control. So if you love rice or you love potatoes and you love pasta and you want to lose body fat fast, but you don't want to completely give up the carbs, you can eat the carbs with 1 meal a day and make sure you are using portion control. So if you have half a sweet potato with your dinner, or half a potato with your dinner, or 1 cup of pasta with your dinner, and the rest of your meals are a protein and vegetables, you're going to be all right. You're still going to be able to lose body fat. So you don't have to completely give up carbs. We just want to use portion control. Next, snack on fruit or other healthy-ish options. So fruit is an amazing snack option to lose body fat. Having a protein bar instead of a chocolate bar is another great snack option. Having low calorie ice cream instead of regular ice cream is a great snack option. Having Greek yogurt is good. Having protein chips instead of Doritos is a good option. So We want to pick the healthiest snack choice that we can. We always want to be thinking, what's going to be better for me reaching my goal? Now, there's some people, if you're trying to lose fat fast, we shouldn't be snacking at all. Like if we're trying to be strict, so if we're trying to lose fat fast, we need to be very strict. And if we're trying to be strict, then we can't really be doing a lot of snacking. Like you cannot eat 5 protein bars in a day on top of your regular meals. That's going to add 1,000 calories. That will stop you from losing weight. Most protein bars are high in calories. So if you're doing 1 protein bar a day and the rest of your meals are egg whites and spinach or chicken breast and veggies, and you're doing 1 protein bar, you'll lose body fat quickly. If you're eating very strict, but you're eating 5 protein bars a day, you will stay fat. Like that will mess you up. So as long as we're using portion control, we'll be fine. And if you are picking a protein bar, it should have 200 calories and 20 grams of protein. There are some protein bars that are like 400 calories and like 5 grams of protein. That's not a real protein bar. That is a regular candy bar that they're trying to trick you into buying with their marketing. So whenever you're looking for a protein bar, make sure it has 200 calories and 20 grams of protein. And if you eat one of those a day, you're going to be fine. That's what you need to be looking for. Next, throw away temptation foods. If you're trying to lose body fat, you do not need to have pizza around you because that's going to tempt you. You shouldn't have burgers and fries around you because that's going to tempt you. You shouldn't have cookies around you because that's going to tempt you. You shouldn't have cake around you because that's going to tempt you. And if we're trying to lose body fat and get into the best shape of our lives, we need this process to be as easy as possible for us. So throw away the temptation so it's easier for you to not be tempted. Next, avoid tempting environments. Don't go to places that's going to make it harder for you to stick to your diet. Like if you are a beginner and you've been struggling with losing body fat for the last 20 years, and you know every time you go to XYZ place, you struggle because you want to eat XYZ food, do not go to XYZ place. It's simple. It is worth not going to McDonald's if you know that every time you go to McDonald's, you want to get the biggest meal they got there. Just don't go. Stay in environments where it's going to be easy for you to stick to your meal plan. For a while, I didn't go to the movies because every time I went to the movies, I wanted to get popcorn. I wanted to eat snacks. So for a while, like I just didn't go. Don't let yourself get too hungry when you're going out. This is a tip that has greatly helped me out. If you let yourself get too hungry and you go to a restaurant, for me personally, I will be more tempted to order something crazy because the cravings is going to be heavier. The hunger is going to be greater. I'm going to just want to like eat whatever. But if I eat a little snack before I go out, I'm going to have way more. I'm going to have a lot more discipline and willpower, and I'm going to be way more likely to choose an option that's actually going to help me get to my fitness goal. So let me give you an example. If I know I'm going out to a restaurant and I know I should order a salad and chicken breast, if I'm starving and I go there, I'm probably not going to order that. I'm probably going to get a burger and fries, or I'm going to really want to order a burger and fries. But if before I go out, I eat a little bit of chicken, I eat a little bit of vegetables, or I eat some fruit, so I'm not starving when I get there, I'm not really going to be that hungry. So I'm going to be much more likely to order something. Like I'm going to be more likely to order the chicken and the salad. So that's a tip that will help you stay on track whenever you're going out. Now, I do want to be clear. These are tips and these are suggestions. And if you prioritize your goal, if you reaching your goal is most important, then, utilize these tips, because in order for you to get to your goal, you must eat right. Like you can want to be in shape all you want, but if you don't eat right, you will not lose weight. Like you can desire it with the intensity of 1,000 burning suns, but if you do not eat right, you will not lose any weight. So you can use these tips if you want to, but if not, it's up to you. Next, go to bed hungry. Go to bed hungry. Why is this a tip? Because if you're trying to lose body fat, one of the worst things you can do is do the late night snacking. And a lot of people struggle with that. During the day, we have more willpower, generally speaking. So we're able to eat the egg whites and the spinach for breakfast, the chicken breast and veggies for lunch. We might eat a steak and have a sweet potato and broccoli for dinner. But when 11 o'clock rolls around or midnight rolls around, we break into that bag of chips, or we start eating a few cookies, all of these calories add up and it stops us from losing body fat. So instead of getting into the late night snacking, make a rule for yourself. I'm going to go to bed hungry. I don't care if I know I'm craving chocolate and ice cream. I'm trying to lose weight. So I'm just going to go to bed hungry so I can actually reach my goal. Next, don't double up on the carbs, especially if you're trying to lose weight. Trying to lose weight, pick one carb source, eat it in moderation. So if you go into Chipotle, personally, I recommend you skip the rice, skip the carbs, right? Just get the meat and the veggies. But if you do want some carbs, pick one. So you can do the tortilla or the rice or the beans, right? Or not and. Some people go to Chipotle, they get the tortilla and the rice and the beans. That's 3 carb sources. That's like 600 calories you just added to that meal. Plus, cool. Next, don't fry your food. That's never fry your food. If you hear somebody say eat protein and veggies, don't fry the protein source. Eating fried food is terrible. It adds like 300 calories to every serving of food that you're eating. Never fry your food. Very unhealthy, very bad for fat loss. You can air fry your food. Never fry your food, though. Next, take diet breaks when you need to. What is a diet break? Matter of fact, no. Let's run this back. Learn how to track your calories. That's the next one. Number 15 is learn how to track your calories. Learn how to download MyFitnessPal and learn how to input and weigh your food so you can keep track of all the calories that you're eating every day. Learn how to do that. Why? Because of number 16. Take diet breaks when you need to. What is a diet break? A diet break is when instead of you being in a calorie deficit so you lose weight, you eat at calorie maintenance so you maintain your weight. So this is you taking a break from your diet. Why does this help? Because without taking diet breaks every 4 to 12 weeks, you will go crazy. Trying to diet for a year straight will drive you crazy, especially when you have life to deal with. Like, it can be very hard. So if you take a diet break, you can get the dieting out of your system for a little while, and then you can go back into the diet and start dieting intensely again. So what I like to do is diet hard for 8 weeks, take 1 week where I'm eating at calorie maintenance, then go back into a deficit for another 8 weeks. And I follow that same protocol with my clients. Now, if you're following a really, really, really strict diet, then we might do it every 4 weeks or every 6 weeks. The more intense your diet is, the more frequent the diet breaks need to be. Now, if you're losing 1 pound a week, you don't need to take diet breaks at all. But if you're dropping like 4 pounds a week, you should take diet breaks, definitely. Next, number 17. Number 17, eat chicken breasts and chicken thighs together. Okay. Eat chicken breasts and chicken thighs together. Why is this a rule, or why is this a tip? Because eating a lean protein source like chicken breast with vegetables is amazing for you losing body fat fast. Like, you will melt body fat off if you're eating chicken breast and vegetables. Now, chicken thighs has more flavor. So you eating chicken thighs instead of chicken breast will taste better, but you're not going to lose weight as quick, but you still will lose weight. Now, if you want to get the best of both worlds, you can do half chicken breast, half chicken thighs. So now the calories are still low, the protein is high, but you have a little bit more flavor. So that can make it a little bit easier for you to stick to your meal plan. So what I like to do is I'll do chicken breast and salmon, or I'll do chicken breast and steak, or I'll do chicken thighs and very lean ground beef. I'll mix and match the protein sources, eat that with vegetables. This way, I'm still getting the protein to be high. I'm getting some variety, and I'm getting some of the flavor, because the fattier a meat is, the more flavor it's going to contain. But I will mix both because I still want to be responsible with my calories. So chicken breast is dry, the calories are low, protein is high, good. Do a little bit of chicken thighs with that. That's how I like to do it. Next, always plan your meals in advance. Never wing it. Never wing it. Always plan your meals in advance. If you're going to go on a vacation, or if you're going to be in a different situation or a different environment where you don't have access to your regular meal plan or like your regular set of circumstances, you always need to take some time to plan out in advance what you're going to eat. Not too long ago, me and my wife, we traveled. We went down to Dallas. Right. So I knew I was going to be in an airport, so I had to really come up with a plan. Like, what am I going to eat? What am I going to eat when I get to Dallas? So what we did is we looked up meal prep companies before we even got down there. So we knew when we get down there, these are places we can go out to eat. These are meal prep companies that we can order from so we can still have our healthy food that's going to help us get to our goal. I heard apple cider vinegar makes you lose body fat. Is that true? I don't think so. I just prep my lunch for work. I love it. I love it. Mm. All right, let's keep it going. Now we're done with the eating tips. Now we're going to get into the training tips. So, training tip number 1, do 30 to 60 minutes of cardio every day. This can be you walking outside. This can be you getting on the Stairmaster. This can be you using the elliptical. This can be you dancing. This can be you playing pickleball or basketball. Just make sure you're doing 30 to 60 minutes every day. And you got to pick the time that works best for you. So you might want to break it up. You can do that. You might want to do 15 minutes of cardio in the morning and then 15 minutes of cardio at your lunch break. However you decide to break it up, that's up to you. But just make sure you're logging in 30 to 60 minutes of cardio every day. And on the days when you are tired and you're fatigued and you're burnt out, just go outside and do a nice, relaxing, recovering walk. Or get on a walking pad and just do a nice slow stroll. Okay. Next, lift weights at least 3 to 4 days a week. Lifting weights is very important. If you are trying to build muscle, if you want to look good as you lose body fat, make sure you are lifting weights 3 to 4 days a week. Okay. I like to do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday for most people that are beginners. So 2 days would be lower body, 2 days would be upper body and core. So Monday and Thursday are lower body, Tuesday and Friday is upper body and core. And I keep it very simple. On lower body, we do squats and lunges. On upper body and core day, we do something for the chest, like a chest press, something for the back, like a back row, something for the shoulders, like a shoulder press. Then we do biceps for the biceps, and then a tricep extension for the triceps, and then some leg raises for the core. Even as long as I've been working out, I still will follow something similar to that. It's just, if you're really strong, you might be squatting 400 pounds. If you are a beginner, you'll just be squatting with your body weight. So the only thing that needs to change is how heavy you're lifting. Next, have 20-minute workouts on the days when you are really busy. So this kind of falls into the, if you can't be perfect, just be consistent. There are plenty of times I go to the gym and I'm in there for 20, 25 minutes and then I got to go, especially if I'm really busy. So I'll do a few sets or something and walk on the treadmill for 10 minutes. Then I go home. It is what it is. You just got to do the best that you can. But there should never be an excuse for you to like have to not work out for a week straight. Just go in, do something, because something is better than nothing. Next, track your workouts like you track your meals. Track your workouts just like you track your meals. What do I mean by this? Keep track of how strong you're getting. Keep track of how many reps you're doing. This way we can see whether or not we are getting stronger. Next, do not rely on motivation when it comes to training. Show up regardless. And even on the days when you're tired, burnt out, fatigued, and you have no motivation, if it's a day on your schedule for you to train, you could take a rest day and then go the next day, or you could show up, just do the best you can. You don't got to beat your last record. You don't got to set any records, right? We're not competing with anybody. You just go in there and do the best that you can on that day. There are some days my best workout, me giving my best, will be me being in the gym for 2 hours. There are some days me giving my best will be me being in the gym for 15 minutes. Every day, just do the best that you can do. All right, now we're going to get into some other tactics. Number 1, be consistent when you can't be perfect. When it comes to the diet, workouts, whatever, if you can't be perfect, just be consistent. Just do the best that you can. Number 2, weigh yourself daily. I love weighing myself daily because the accountability is unlike none other. If you weigh yourself daily and you see that you're up 3 pounds, you're going to tighten up on your diet. Like if you've been cheating on your diet and you see that you gained 3 pounds in like a day or two, you are going to tighten up your diet the next day. Like you are going to do whatever you got to do to get things back on track. Number 3, get enough sleep. If you are sleep deprived, you are going to be making worse decisions with your diet. You're going to be skipping your training. So get enough sleep. And number 4, take a rest day when you need to. All right. And those are my principles to help you lose fat and build muscle. That's how I was able to lose 100 pounds in 6 months. And for the people who want to see what it looked like for me to lose the 100 pounds in 6 months, this is what it looked like. All right, lose 100 pounds in 6 months by following these principles, following these tips. All right, just going to do a quick recap of the first few for you. Number one, I took action immediately. When I knew I wanted to lose weight, I started that day. So let's say at 8 a.m., I was like, yo, I need to lose weight. Let's say right now, if you want to lose weight, if I was you and I'm listening to this and I'm like, I want to lose weight today, I'm going to get a meal plan. Like my very next meal is going to be what's in my meal plan today. Number two, I'm going to make sure that I get a real plan. Number three, I'm going to follow whatever is in that plan. I'm going to follow it 100%. Number four, I'm going to keep going. Like I'm going to be consistent. Nothing is going to stop me until I get to the goal. And number five, I'm going to get some type of support. I'm going to get somebody in my corner. Like literally right now, I got a coach. Like for real. A few weeks ago, I'm looking and I'm like, I'm making progress, but I'm not making progress the way that I know I can. And I know that if I work with somebody, I'd make even better progress. So I got a coach immediately, same day. I'm like, let's do this. Cool. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get into some Q&A. So I want everybody to comment what is one thing that I can help you with when it comes to you losing body fat and building muscle. Okay, that's what I want to know. What can I help you with? And before we even get into that, what I do, I want to let everybody here know that if you need more one-on-one help, I want you to comment the word coach right here in this live. If you need like one-on-one help, you can comment the word coach right here in this live. Afterwards, I'll reach out to you and see if I can help you out to the best of my ability. So everybody here that's looking for one-on-one help, comment the word coach. So I'll like walk you guys through what it's like to get that type of one-on-one help. So number one, there is accountability. There's accountability. There's like, this is your plan. You need to stick to this plan every day. And I'm going to be monitoring you to make sure you are sticking to the plan correctly every day. All right. That's number one. It's hardcore accountability. Number two, communication. If you have any questions, if you're lost, if you're confused, you will understand 100% everything you need to about fitness so that you can not only lose the weight, but even when you are no longer working with the coach, you will be able to like lose weight and stay fit for the rest of your life. Number three, I'm going to circle it back to accountability again. The accountability is critical. Like if I see you gaining weight, if I see you not making progress, we get on the call immediately and I set you straight. So that's what it's like getting coaching. And if that's something that you want, just comment the word coach and I'll reach out to you after this. Okay, so now I'm going to get into some Q&A with you guys. Comment whatever your question is, and I'm going to answer it. And in between, I'm going to be taking some calls. So if you're here on TikTok, you can call up, request to come up, and we'll get into some like coaching right here. And you guys will be able to kind of hear just like my style of coaching, and I'll give you guys some guidance. Cool. Lips by, I love this one. Yeah, I'm going to bring you up. Lips by BYR. I don't know how to say your name. Yeah, that's the big one. So let's solve this issue. You don't got to be shy too. I know some people can be nervous to come up here, but I just request for you to come up. So come on. No, nobody's going to judge you. All right. Come on, Lips by YR or Lips by R. Come on. I'm trying to bring you up. It'd be crazy if she. All right. Diana, you're up. Hello, Diana.
Hi, good day.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Okay. I've been watching your post on TikTok for some while, and I decided to follow your plans. I was between 212 to 216 pounds. I've been following your plans. I wouldn't say 100%, probably 90%, but I do see improvement. I'm actually stuck at 200 pounds. I want to go like probably 170 or so, but they say muscles weigh more than fats. Um, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm using a wrong calorie deficit or so, but I do follow your stuff. And when I snack on mostly apples, the small ones. When I'm feeling hungry, I would take one of that or two during the day. So I don't know if you could have any other suggestions, like when I'm meal prepping, I only buy the chicken breast because that's the highest one in protein and it's low in.
Yeah.
What I do though, and I don't really see you talk much about it. I did some research on lentils. You know lentils?
Mm-hmm.
It's very high in protein, in fiber, and it's like a carb. I think it would be a great substitute for me instead of the rice or the guan or something like that. I don't know how it pronounce. So that's what I do because I do get protein from it, fiber and all of that. So I prefer that. But I also buy a frozen veg from the supermarket. So either lunch or dinner, I would do a lot of veg. Either one of them, but the one with the lentils, I just do 1 cup of lentils, and the veggies with the chicken breast or the fish.
Okay. So you lost around 12 to 16 pounds pretty much, right?
Yeah, but I'm stuck at the 200 now.
Okay. So how long have you been stuck?
Stuck? Um, to be honest, I've been very consistent about a month now, to be honest. A month. So maybe I need to give myself some time. I work out every day at
Wait, I'm sorry.
5,
So
and
how long
I
have you
don't
been stuck?
really, I don't hear you.
How long have you been stuck then?
About, I would say 2 weeks or so. I did see improvement after a week. The scale was going down, but now about 2 weeks because I wake every morning. When I wake up in the morning and take a pee, I just go on the scale same time. So I do it like that every day to get an accurate reading.
Okay. And are you tracking your calories?
I do. I bought a scale. Before I bought a scale, I used to have like the measuring cup, like 1 cup or so, because I didn't have a scale. So that's what I use. But I said I need a scale to track it probably accurately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I do get a scale now. It's about a week, and to be honest, like I have an idea the portion I'm supposed to. It's like I don't really
Wait,
need
sorry,
to like
sorry,
use the
sorry.
scale.
1 second, Dana.
But
So are you tracking your calories?
yes,
Okay. So how many calories you eating a day?
at first I used to do 1750, but now I'm taking it down to 15.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, you being stuck for, I'm guessing 2 weeks is not a big
Mm-hmm.
deal. Just like stay consistent. Now, let me ask you this. You said you follow the plan like 90%. Are you having like cheat meals on the weekends, or are there like any moments where you know you're eating too many calories?
To be honest, that issue is when I go out. Like on the weekend, it was my sister's birthday.
Mm.
I do plan ahead, like you said, check up the restaurant. I check on the restaurant. Like I said, they have chicken wrap. I said, okay, I'm gonna order the chicken wrap, no sides, just the chicken wrap, or probably a salad or so. When I get to the restaurant, they don't have nothing. I order like 5 different stuff. They don't have what I want,
Okay.
and so
So
I have
I kind of got what the issue is. The issue is you go out on the weekend. Now you're not gaining weight, so that's good, but you just got to tighten it up. So, like if going out to restaurants on the weekend, that can be enough to halt your progress. To really see the changes you want, like if you were eating 15 to 1700 calories every day, like you would not be stuck. Like you would keep on losing the weight. So you just got to like tighten it up a little bit. Cut out the weekend stuff for a little while and just stay like really strict with the plan. It's going to be a sacrifice because you might have a habit now of going out on the weekend, but just try to stay just as strict Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday as you are throughout the week, and you should be fine.
okay.
All right. But everything else you're doing is good. You're tracking your calories, which is good, doing 15 to 1700. It's just a matter of staying consistent. Like a lot of people struggle with that over the weekends.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but like after a while, I feel like I have to change my food. So when I go to the supermarket, I do check the label, the protein portion as to the calorie. Sometimes if it's high in calorie, to me, it doesn't make any sense. I want stuff that is high in protein and low in calories. So I always check to buy new stuff because after a while, I like get tired of it.
Yeah, I hear that.
Mm.
So what I like to do whenever I get tired of a certain food is I'll just swap it out for like another high protein like meat. So if I get tired of chicken breast, I'll do lean ground turkey or lean ground beef. Or then I'll start making little like steaks. Or then I'll do salmon for a while, then tilapia. So I'll just swap out the meats that I'm eating and I'll use different seasonings and different sauces to give it a little bit of flavor and some variety.
Yeah, that works. That one works. Because what I did the last I went to supermarket, I actually changed my seasoning completely, and it does give a different taste. It's more appealing.
Yeah.
The same chicken breast, but the season are different. But what I'm going to do next week or so is to probably introduce something different, like probably beef, another protein source.
Yeah. That sounds like a good idea. Also, another thing you can do is like I will give myself like 1 or 2 meals a week where it will be a little bit more flexible. Meaning I might make, let's say on a Saturday night, we'll make homemade burgers and we'll eat 2 burgers with 2 low-calorie buns with a little bit of sweet potato fries and some veggies. Now, since personally I'm on a plan where I'm dropping 2 pounds a week, like I can't do that every meal, but 2 meals out the week, I can do that. The rest of the meals are pretty much like very low in carbs. So those 2 meals a week, that allows me to get the variety like out of my system so I can stay consistent with the meals.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll try.
Yeah. All right. Let me know how it goes. Okay. You shouldn't be stuck at
Thank
200 much
you.
longer.
Thank you.
Yeah. Next time we speak, I want to see 197. All right.
Okay.
All right, Diana. You got this.
Bye.
Okay. Come on. Questions. Questions. Drop your questions in the comment section. Will I be will I be good eating steak after 7 years of not eating it? I don't know. Fat loss wise, you'll be fine. How your body and stomach is going to respond to it, I have no idea. So, what if you go out on the weekend and just eat a wrap? That shouldn't be cheating, right? It depends on the wrap. I actually had a wrap last night from a meal prep company. Now, I like ordering from meal prep companies whenever I'm doing a cheat because it's like they're made lower in calories, higher in protein. So the wrap that I ate was like 400 calories. Or no, actually it was like 370 calories for the wrap. I added a little bit of extra chicken breast to that, and that was fine. If you go out to a diner and get a wrap, that wrap might be 1,000 calories. That is considered cheating. So, how to be consistent with my meal prepping and portioned meals I eat. I weigh 430 pounds. I want to be 200 pounds. How to be consistent with your meal prepping. What are you struggling with when it comes to you being consistent? What I like to do is I like to make sure that I meal prep my food in advance. Actually, now it's not realistic for me to cook. I don't like to cook, so I don't cook anything. Me and my wife, like, we just don't feel like cooking right now. So we use meal prep companies. I order cooked chicken breast and cooked steak in bulk. We get our vegetables pre-cooked. So when it's time for us to eat, all we have to do is put some of the protein on the plate, put some veggies on the plate. We didn't have to spend any time cooking. So you just have to see like what is going to be realistic for your life. If you don't like to cook, use a meal prep company. If you like to cook, meal prep your food in advance and cool, do it like that. Right? But no matter what, you have to find a way to make it very convenient for you to stick to your meal plan. I'm trying to get back in shape. I'm trying to drop weight. I'm currently 280 pounds, 57 years old. What's the question with that one? Ask question, guys. Ask questions. I don't understand how to even answer. That wasn't the question. For the hour, this is a question. For the hour of cardio, is the Stairmaster better for fat loss or the incline treadmill? So the Stairmaster will make you burn more calories, but the incline treadmill will be easier on your knees and easier for you to stick to. So I like to do both. I'll do 30 minutes on the Stairmaster and 30 minutes on the treadmill. Or if it's a day where I'm really fatigued, I'll just do the treadmill. If it's a day where I have a lot of energy, I'll do the Stairmaster. Your motivation, I went from 310 pounds down to 260 pounds in 6 months. I love it. Good job, Valentine. Keep up the good work. The best place to start. I'm trying to get back in shape. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I'm trying to get back in shape. I'm trying to drop weight. I'm currently 280 pounds. I'm 57 years old. What is the best place to start? The best place to start for you would be to stick to a meal plan. That's number one. Here's an example meal plan for you. For your breakfast, you can do a protein shake with 2 scoops of whey protein powder with sugar-free almond milk. Or you can do 2 cups of egg whites with spinach for your breakfast. And for lunch, you can do 8 ounces of chicken breast with a side of vegetables. And for your dinner, you can do 8 ounces of chicken breast or 93% lean ground beef or salmon with a side of veggies and half a cup of cooked rice. And as a late night snack, you can do 1 protein bar. The Quest bars are a good brand. That right there is a meal plan that I just read off from you that I have in my app. That meal plan will make you lose weight. That is where you should start. That's the best place for you to start. I would start on that if I was you, start losing the weight. And then as you master that, then we can look at other things, start tracking your calories or start working out, but start with the meal plan, number 1. How could I find out how many calories I should eat? I literally have a video on YouTube where I show you how to go to Google, type in calorie calculator, type in your information, and then I literally have a video on YouTube. Just go on YouTube and look up Better You, Better Society, how to calculate the calories I need. Give us a plan with IF. Can you repeat breakfast? For breakfast, it's either a protein shake with 2 scoops of whey protein powder and sugar-free almond milk, or it is 2 cups of egg whites with a side of spinach or vegetables. That is the breakfast to lose fat fast and build muscle. What can I'm trying to... 1 second. I'm going to definitely give this a try. Thank you. You're very welcome. When you want to lean bulk, how should we go about tracking the calories? If you want to lean bulk, eat at your maintenance calories and eat 1 gram of protein for every pound you weigh. So basically, eat a lot of protein. So let me give you an example. I'm 210 pounds right now. I eat 220 grams of protein a day at least. And I would eat at my calorie maintenance if I wanted to lean bulk. So if you want to lean bulk, eat a lot of protein and eat at your maintenance calories. What is better? Intermediate training or a consistent speed on the Stairmaster? So you probably mean interval training or consistent speed on the Stairmaster. They both have their place. They're both good. As long as you get the time done, you're good. If you have 2 people on the Stairmaster that are trying to lose body fat and one person is going at, actually, I'm going to record this. This is a good answer. Okay. So what is better? Interval training or a consistent speed on the Stairmaster? They both are going to work fine. Let's say we have 2 people that are trying to lose weight. Person 1, they burn 500 calories on the Stairmaster and they do interval training. They go fast, then they go slow, they go fast and slow. Person number 2, they also burn 500 calories on the Stairmaster and they just go at a consistent speed. They're both going to lose the same amount of fat. You'll be fine. Fat loss wise, you will be fine. The person who's doing the interval training, let's say they're kind of doing sprints and recovering, they'll work their heart a little bit more. So that's good in that regard. But fat loss wise, they're going to get the same result. Give us a plan with IF. What does that mean? What can I do to stay consistent? What can I do to stay consistent long term? Get a coach. That's number 1. Get a coach. Number 2 would be try to pick and add tasty meals to your arsenal that are also healthy. So when I first started losing weight, my number one meal, my first meal was chicken breast and vegetables. My second meal was ground turkey and peas. My third meal was a ground chicken stir fry. So it was ground chicken breast with peppers, and I would season it, make a stir fry. My fourth meal was like curried chicken breast with a side of mixed veggies. So if you want to stay consistent long term, you need to add different meals to your arsenal that are easy to make, that are simple for you, and you just add a meal in every few weeks or so that you like. You just cycle between those meals. Also, look into high protein, low calorie snacks. Me being able to eat low calorie ice cream, me being able to eat protein bars and drink protein shakes has done wonders for satisfying my sweet tooth, allowing me to stay consistent with my fat loss. Hi, what protein do you recommend for vegans? Do you mean protein powder or regular food protein? If you're a vegan, I definitely recommend. hmm, If you're a vegan, I definitely recommend protein powders that are plant based. I recommend tofu. Lentils are good. Edamame is good. Tofu is good. Seitan is good as well. Intermittent fasting. Okay, so when you want to do intermittent fasting, like you follow a meal plan. It's just you're going to eat those meals within your eating window. So if you're intermittent fasting, you want to eat between 12 o'clock and 8 p.m. or whatever period you want. But 12 o'clock and 8 p.m. is a good place to start. So meal one is a protein shake. You can eat that one at 12 o'clock. That's protein shake with 2 scoops of protein powder and sugar-free almond milk. Or it can be 2 cups of egg whites with spinach. That's meal one. Eat that at 12. Meal number two, eat that one at 3 or 4. That is 8 ounces of chicken breast and mixed veggies. Meal number three, you do 8 ounces of chicken breast or ground beef or salmon with veggies and a half a cup of cooked rice. You do that meal before 8 o'clock. So you can eat that one at 7 o'clock. And your snack you can have at 7:30, which is a Quest bar. See, so that's the meal plan that you follow. Now, since you're doing intermittent fasting, you just make sure you eat that food between 12 o'clock and 8 o'clock. And guess what? If we had somebody who was not doing intermittent fasting and they wanted to lose weight, they would follow the same exact meal plan. The only thing that would be different is they could eat the meals at whatever time they want. Now, the person who's eating these 3 meals and only this versus the person who's eating these 3 meals and only this, but they're doing intermittent fasting, do you think they're going to get a different result? Yes or no? If they're eating the same exact food, will they get a different result? Yes or no? Will they get a different result? Yes or no? You have 2 people eating the same exact meal plan, eating the same exact amount of calories. One person does intermittent fasting, so they eat these meals between 12 o'clock and 8 o'clock. The other person eats these meals whenever they want. Will they get a different result? Yes or no? Vote. Vote in the comment section. Okay. 3 people have said yes so far. 2 people have said no so far. Let's see. Yes or no? What's the answer? Yes. Okay. A lot of people saying yes. A lot of people saying yes. The answer is going to shock you. They are going to get the same exact result. They're going to lose the same exact amount of weight. Okay. As long as these 2 people eat the same exact amount of calories and eat the same exact amount of food, they are going to lose the same exact amount of weight. So the answer is no. They are not going to get a different result. Okay. If person A is eating this meal plan and only this, no cheating, and person B is eating this meal plan and only this, like, and they're intermittent fasting, they're going to get the same exact result. Now, with that being said, why do people talk about doing intermittent fasting? Why is intermittent fasting beneficial? What does it do? Intermittent fasting is good because it makes it easier mentally for people to not cheat and eat extra food. Because if you're intermittent fasting and you know, I am not eating before 12 and I'm not eating before 8, that's going to make it easier for you to just stick to your meal plan and not eat extra calories. Now, for the person who is not intermittent fasting, they will eat and follow their meal plan, but it's going to be easier for them to eat a little snack over here, eat an extra banana over here. And every extra thing that they eat is adding calories to them, to their daily calorie intake, which is slowing down how fast they're losing weight. That's why intermittent fasting is beneficial. It stops us, it helps stops us from eating more calories than we should. Now, if person B, who does not do intermittent fasting, is disciplined and they only eat meal 1, meal 2, meal 3 in their snack and nothing else, they will lose weight just fine. What if you don't like, somebody said cell growth? We're talking about fat loss. So if we're talking about cell growth and if we're talking about like your body repairing itself, then fasting may have its benefits there. I don't know anything about that. But in terms of losing body fat, I know about that. And I can tell you with 100% certainty that whether or not you do intermittent fasting is irrelevant if you're eating the same amount of calories and the same amount of protein. That is a certainty. But we're talking about the other stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. I don't even know about that. Or I know a little bit, but I'm not qualified enough to speak on that. Next, what if you don't like the protein powders? If you don't like protein powders, then you can just eat a regular protein source. So if I hate protein powders and I want to eat breakfast, I'm just going to have my 2 cups of egg whites. Or instead of doing a protein shake, I'll just eat some chicken breast or some steak or some fish. If I eat more than 1 protein bar, but I count my calories, will I still lose weight? If you count your calories and you make sure you're in a calorie deficit and your calories are on point, you could eat whatever you want and still lose weight. Do you have meal plans for people who do intermittent fasting? Yeah, I just gave you one. Like I literally just gave you guys one. Um, yeah, like if you're doing intermittent fasting, you can follow any meal plan. You just have to control when you eat those meals. What was the oh man, I missed it. Is green tea good to drink? Yes, green tea is good to drink. Green tea is kind of like drinking coffee. The caffeine in it serves as a good stimulant. Now, that helps you suppress your appetite. So it's easier for you to eat less. It also makes you a little bit hyper. So you move a little bit more. So it helps you burn a little bit more calories and lose some body fat. It's not a magic pill, though. You still got to be disciplined. I just have found that if I drink some coffee or some green tea early in the day, I'm usually not really that hungry. I'm 422 pounds. What should my meals look like to lose weight? So I'll give you an example, Joel. Okay. So just for everybody, so everybody can be on the same page, Joel asks, I'm 422 pounds. What should my meals look like to be? I'm sorry, I'm 422 pounds. What should my meals look like to lose weight? Here's an example for you, Joel. Meal 1, it could be a protein shake. You can make that protein shake with 2 scoops of protein powder and sugar-free almond milk. Or you can have 2 cups of egg whites with a side of vegetables for your breakfast. Either or. Meal number 2 can be 8 ounces of chicken breast with a side of vegetables. Meal number 3 can be 8 ounces of chicken breast or ground beef or fish with a side of vegetables and 1 cup of cooked rice. You don't have to do the rice if you don't want to, but you can. And as a snack, you can do 1 protein bar. That's an example of how your meals can look for you to lose weight. Whew. All right, let's start taking some callers. I've been talking a lot. I don't want to mess around and lose my voice. So if you guys want to call in, you can just join me here on TikTok, request to come up, and I will let you up. All right, you can come on up. What's a good meal prep to prep? What's a good meal to prep if you work on the streets and don't have a microwave to heat up my food? That's a great question. Everybody, listen to this one. This is a great question, especially if you work outdoors. What's a good meal to prep if you work on the streets and don't have a microwave to heat up your food? So you can prep a salad for yourself. So a salad, fat-free dressing, and you can add 8 or 9 ounces of chicken breast strips to that salad. And you can eat that cold. You don't really have to warm up the chicken breast strips. So that's an amazing meal right there. Should you stop eating at a certain time? It doesn't matter if you stop eating at a certain time, as long as you are actually following your plan. If you have a meal plan and you're following it, you don't have to stop eating at a specific time. What protein powder to use? Okay, that's a good question. What protein powder to use? There are so many to choose from. Which is the best protein powder? I recommend you use Protolyte. 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 The reason why I recommend that one is because it tastes good and it's going to be good for you losing fat and building muscle. No, let me remove that photo. Okay, now you guys can see me better. Is it okay to use the powder energy stick that you put in water? Yes, Lillian. I assume it's fine. I can't see why it would mess you up at all, so I think it's fine. Did you not add carbs at all? To what, Titus? I'm sorry, I don't remember what you're talking about. Well, I've never heard of a heated lunchbox. That's cool. Yes, well, heated lunchbox is actually really good. So you could use that. I actually had one for a while. What about creatine and which one? Creatine, you can use any brand. They're all fine. Just Google creatine monohydrate. I wish I had mine next to me to show you, but I don't. Is chicken a good source of protein? Oh, you must be new here. Come on, chicken breast. Chicken breast is the number one source of protein. So yeah, that's going to be fine. What protein powder is good? Heard a lot of news about lead in protein powder. Oh, I'm not really that familiar with that. Let's look this up. Lead in protein powder. Let's see. I will do some research on that, and then I will get back to you guys with a list of good protein powders. So just so everybody knows, somebody said that there's been a lot of news on protein powder containing a lot of lead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend about an hour or so just researching and looking up protein powders and finding and generating a list of good ones that are reported to be safe from having any lead in it. And then I'll post that up in my story, or the next time I go live, I'll kind of give you guys that info. But definitely I'll put it on my story. So look out for that. Cool. Spell it again. Somebody did for you. When it comes to chicken and fish, which one has more protein? So if you're doing chicken breast or you're eating tilapia or cod, they're both very high in protein, very low in calories. They're very, very similar. And if there is a difference, it's very negligible. So you don't even have to worry about it. So chicken or fish, if you're doing 8 ounces of chicken breast or 8 ounces of fish, like you'll be fine. Go with either one. Is tracking calories really that important? I would say yes. Now, you don't have to track calories to start, but that is something that you definitely should learn how to do. And I know that it seems a little complicated at first, but it does get easier. Somebody said you're asking that to Mr. Chicken. Somebody asked me, is chicken a good source of protein? Somebody said you're asking that to Mr. Chicken. Mr. Chicken is funny. Oh man. Does gut health matter when you are trying to lose weight? I would assume so. I try to be very careful not to speak on things that I'm not like super, well versed in. So I would assume it is. Now I can say this. I can say this. I've had thousands of clients that I've worked with. Some of them have had gut issues, and I know for a fact that by putting them in a calorie deficit and making sure their protein is good, like they all lose weight. I've never found somebody who hasn't lost weight. And I'm talking about like thousands of people that I've worked with, like not just, like that I've worked with and I've seen them lose weight. So Yeah, that does that answer your question? Is it okay if I drink a packaged protein shake rather than the almond milk and 2 scoops of protein powder? Yes, that's fine. I actually use the Premier Protein shakes when I'm trying to save time. Just joined in. What protein powder did you say? I said Protolyte. Protolyte. So like prototype, it's Protolyte. That's the name of the protein powder. Oh man. All right, guys. Let's see. Come on, let's take some calls. Let's take some calls. I got to get out of here soon. So let's do this. Can you work out the whole body in one workout? Arms, legs, stomach, etc.? Yes, Loretta, you can do that. Can you work out the whole body in one workout? Arms, legs, stomach, etc.? Yes, you can. So here's an example workout plan that you can do, and it's going to be 3 days a week. And this workout is going to hit like full body. So number one, we can start off with squats. So do 4 sets of squats, then do 4 sets of lunges. That's going to work your legs. Then do 4 sets of glute bridges. That's going to work your glutes. Then you're going to do 4 sets of leg raises and 4 sets of sit-ups. That's going to work your core. Then you can do 4 sets of kneeling push-ups. That's going to work your chest and your triceps, the back of your arm. Then you can do 4 sets of dumbbell rows. That's going to work your back and your biceps. All right. You can do that workout routine Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So you'll be training your full body 3 days a week. And that is a solid workout plan for you. Is it better to work out during fasted periods or not? Um, it's irrelevant. Like I've done both. I've worked out fasted before. I've also worked out after I ate my breakfast, and I get the same result doing both. Are Robert Irvine Fit Crunch bars good? Um, yeah, from what I remember, they're good, but you'd have to do one a day. You have to be careful because those protein bars can those calories add up. Protein for vegans. What do you mean when you say protein for vegans? Protein powders or like food sources? So protein powders. You just want to look up any plant-based protein powder that's vegan. You can try Blessed or Only What You Need. I've tried those two. They taste good and they're good. Calories are low, etc. Next, food. Edamame is good for vegans. Tofu is good for vegans. What else is good for vegans? Seitan is good. Lentils is good. What days do you come on live? I come live every day. Like every day I come live. My goal is to go live 7 to 9 a.m. Sometimes I start a little late, but I'm live at least 2 hours a day. So I go live, like the aim is 7. Sometimes I start at 8, etc. And I go live for 2 hours. Now, if I have to cut it short earlier in the day, then I'm definitely going to come back on live a little bit later on today. But every morning you can, rest assured I'll be here. All right, let's see, 9:23. So I eat about 4 to 5 ounces of chicken breast with veggies twice a day, and I have a protein shake in the morning. Is that okay, or do I need to add more protein to my diet? I am currently 306 pounds. No, so that's fine. Yeah, that's 100% fine. Just make sure that we're not doing any snacking or anything. And if you're following this diet and you feel hungry, then I would increase the serving sizes on the chicken breast and the veggies. So instead of just doing 4 to 5 ounces of chicken, I would do closer to 5 or 6 or even 7 ounces of chicken. I'd rather you eat more of the chicken breast and the veggies than you snack. All right, let's see. What other questions do we have? Can you wear medium shirts at 210 pounds? Um, oh, what's up, Kaylani? Babe, Kaylani's in there. Can you wear medium shirts at 210 pounds? No, I'm wearing a large right now. No, I'm wearing an extra large right now. This is a fitted shirt, by the way. This is an extra large, and I can see my nipples through it. Like you can see, you know what I'm saying? You can see my nipples through this shirt, and this is an extra large. So no, you cannot wear medium. if you are 210 pounds. Does flavored water count as daily water intake? Yes, it does. Come on, let's bring some callers up, people. What was your response to using creatine? You can use creatine. Creatine is going to help you build muscle while you're losing body fat. So definitely take your creatine. Do you know how to take creatine? So what I do is I put 10 grams of creatine in my coffee every day, right? If you are a smaller person, you can start off with just 5 grams of creatine every day. Tell your wife to come on live. Would love to say hi to her. Like she's like laying down. Um, Princess Jasmine. Can women take creatine? No, actually, there's been a study that if women take creatine, it makes them grow tails. So you got to be careful, ladies, if you want to take creatine. Ladies, creatine is still going to help you build muscle, right, while you're losing fat. It's amazing for that. But taking creatine as a woman will make you grow a tail. So be very careful. Define small for a woman taking creatine. Most women should just take 5 grams of creatine. Like, unless you're like 200 pounds, very muscular. Somebody said, darn, let's see the wife respectfully. Like, she's sleeping. What do you no, like she's laying down. Why would I come on? Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow she'll be here. Wait, was that like a what, like a butt? No, I'm joking. Creatine will not make you grow a tail. I was completely joking. Yes, and it is good for your brain as well. What is your take on sweetener? I add sweetener to my coffee. Can you specify the intermittent fasting hours? Just pick whatever 8 hours are going to work for you. So most people will do, they'll eat from 12 o'clock p.m. and they'll stop eating at 8 p.m. That's what most people do. What diet would you suggest for someone who is severely lactose intolerant and doesn't like eggs? Somebody who's okay. You are somebody. I love this question. This is amazing. Good question. Okay, LPN Quiche. You are somebody who's lactose intolerant and you don't like eggs. Here's a meal plan for you. For breakfast, you can do, let's say, it's funny. I was just about to give you something that has milk in it. I was going to say a protein shake. Dang, actually, hold on. Give me a second. Let me think. Huh? Oh, true, true, true. Okay. For your breakfast, you can do a plant-based protein shake. Okay. So 2 scoops of plant-based protein powder, plant-based. And you can do that with almond milk. That can be breakfast. Or you can do some oatmeal. So you can do a half a cup of oatmeal of dry oats. You can add 2 scoops of plant-based protein powder to that. Add some almond milk to it. Add a little bit of sweetener and some berries. And that's your breakfast. For your lunch and dinner, just pick 7 ounces of chicken or ground beef or ground turkey or fish and eat that with vegetables. And you can have half a potato with your lunch and your dinner. So that's your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if you want a late night snack, you can do a glass of milk. No, I'm just messing with you. As a late night snack, you can do a serving of fruit. That's a good meal plan that will help you lose body fat, build some muscle, and it's good. Doesn't contain any eggs or any dairy. Diet plan without eggs, fish, and meat. Um, like, bro, I got some bushes out. And I'm like, I said I got some bushes outside. Right. Okay, no, diet plan without eggs, fish, and meat. So you can do the plant-based protein shake for your breakfast, or you can do the oatmeal and add the plant-based protein powder to it. For your lunch and your dinner, you can do, let's say, half a potato with some lentils and some tofu. So you do that for lunch and dinner. And if you're going to need more protein than that, so you can do another plant-based protein shake as well. You're welcome, LP and Keish. You're welcome. Thank you, dear. These questions. What would you recommend for someone who has an autoimmune disease, MS, that needs to lose weight and get stronger physically? Okay, so let me actually, let me, dang, I'm trying to, let me think. So the question is, what would you suggest for someone who has an autoimmune disease, MS, who wants to lose weight and build muscle? So I want to know, what are some of the like limitations that you're now? Oh, somebody said, I swear your advice changed my life. Well, I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Somebody said, are you joking? I would, if you're talking about when I say creatine makes you grow a tail, that was a joke. How to join the live April 23. All you got to do is, I just requested for you to come up. Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. How are you, April?
Hi, Coach. How are you?
Doing all right? I feel like I spoke to you before.
Yes, you have.
Okay. What's going on?
How are you? I got a question. Since I'm following your meal plan, sometimes I catch myself not being hungry. Is there any suggestions, or should I just force myself to eat?
Okay. So I would say, if you're not hungry, you could just do a protein shake, right? That's easier to drink, especially if you're full, just drink a shake. That's better. Or you can skip a meal. It's not the end of the world if you skip a meal. Now, if you say you're not hungry, let's say you're going to eat your dinner at 8 o'clock and you're not hungry. If you're going to eat like snacks late at night, then I would say just save that meal and eat it for when you do get hungry. Does that make sense?
So basically, just because it's usually like by dinner time, I'm not even interested in eating anything. So are you saying just skip it until I'm hungry, or just skip it, period, or just substitute it with a protein shake?
I'm trying to figure that out now. So let's say dinner time, you're not hungry. Are you able to just go to bed and not need anything? You wake up the next morning?
Of course, yes.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. So if that's the case, then you could just drink a protein shake.
To not lose muscle mass, basically.
Exactly. It's going to give you your protein so you don't lose the muscle.
Oh, okay. Even though if I did drink a protein shake in the morning?
Yeah, you would drink one at night as well.
Oh, okay. And then wait, one more question. So I don't lift. Can I wait until maybe 3 or 4 months to start lifting? Would that be an issue? Because I still do the 10K steps.
You're going to lose weight regardless. But if you want to make sure you're building some muscle, I would start lifting now. This way, it's like you could start very small now. So this way, 4 months from now, you're way more familiar. You'll be stronger than you are now. So it's not bad if you don't start now, but it would be better if you just start with small workouts now. And your workouts could be like 10 minutes to start, but you just want to kind of get into a consistent rhythm. So maybe you do some squats on Monday. And then on Wednesday, you do some kneeling push-ups. Just start with easy stuff, but like follow a schedule. But just make the schedule easy for you to follow.
But it won't make me lose muscle mass if I don't lift weights.
I mean, you'll probably lose some muscle if you don't lift weights.
Like what I'm saying is I won't be like all jiggly or nothing. I'll still be able to lose weight, but then I could be able to do it later on.
You'll probably lose muscle if you don't lift weights.
Okay.
Yeah. It depends, right? Some people have amazing genes, but most people, like 9 out of 10 people, are going to lose muscle.
I'm not really big. I'm really just belly fat. I just want to lose at least 20 pounds.
How much you weigh?
170.
Oh yeah, you'll lose muscle then. You'll definitely lose muscle. If you were like 250 and you had a lot of weight to lose, then you'd have some cushion, but you'll lose muscle. So
when you say lose muscle, what do that actually mean?
Like the muscle in your legs, the muscle in your glutes, like you'll lose muscle.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Coach.
No problem.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, so back to the person who has MS, right? So the advice that I give, follow a meal plan where you do a protein shake for your breakfast, or you do some eggs and veggies for breakfast, and you do a meat with vegetables for lunch and dinner. And if you're going to do rice, do a little bit of rice with one of those meals. You can do 20 to 30 or 60 minutes of walking every day. And when it comes to lifting weights, just lift weights 3 days a week, but just start very light. You can follow that advice. You just got to modify the physical activity aspect of it so that it's something that you can do on a consistent basis and not overwork yourself. Okay? Shylin? Nancy says, good morning, Coach. Good morning, Nancy. How you doing? Like at the gym, it's hard to lift weights. It's difficult to let the legs turn on the bike. It's just hard. So turn down the intensity of everything. When you get on the bike, don't put the intensity up. Make it very easy for you. And when you go to the gym, instead of trying to lift 15 pounds, lift just 5 pounds. Just do what you can. Make it very easy because you just want to understand doing a little bit of something is better than nothing. I heard protein shakes contain lead. Isn't that dangerous? I take a plant protein shake every day. So if you're taking a protein shake or drinking a protein powder that has lead in it, that is dangerous. Like, yeah, that is dangerous. So we have to find protein powders that do not contain lead in them. Now, I said earlier that after this live, I'm going to take a few hours and I'm going to actually do some research on brands that do not contain lead. So I can just like post a list of it. So you guys can go to my story and look at it. And then you can kind of check out the brand and do some further research on it. But I'll have to do that after this live. Okay, Princess Jasmine. I'm 260, but my body fat percentage is lower than my weight. How long would it take to get to 180? What does that mean? I'm 260, but my body fat percentage is lower than my weight. I don't want. What does that mean? Like, I assume so. I know you're not 260% body fat. Okay. So yeah, I don't understand that question, man. I'm sorry. How much chicken should I eat if I'm 155 pounds and trying to lose weight? I would do 5 ounces of chicken with each meal. Maybe 5 to 7 ounces of chicken is fine. If you're a beginner in losing weight and need to build muscle, what is a good weight limit to start with? Okay, if you are a beginner and you want to lose weight and build muscle, a good weight to start with is going to be like very, very light. You know, if you're going to do squats or like do curls, just start with the lightest possible weight that you can and get your form good. Once you're this is good. Once your form is good, then you slowly lift a little bit heavier. Okay? So, if you're a beginner and you're going to the gym and you want to start doing squats, squat without any weight at first. Then, when your form is good and you feel comfortable, then you squat with just the bar. And then you squat with 5 pounds on the bar, then 10 pounds on the bar. And you slowly lift heavier as you get stronger. Just at every time, you make sure that your form is good. And if your form is good and you're getting stronger, that's what we want to see. So you start light and you slowly build up. Don't start heavy, you'll mess yourself up. What's your take on sodium and fiber? I feel like that has been a struggle. Well, with the sodium, this is actually going to be really realistic advice. So, what's your intake on sodium and fiber? I feel like that's been a struggle. So, for most people, unless you are struggling with high blood pressure, you don't really got to worry about sodium. Just be responsible. Just don't eat, like 2 cups of salt, and you'll be fine. As long as you're normal with the sodium, you'll be fine. It will make you retain water, which is not a problem because that's not body fat. That's just water. When it comes to fiber, you want to be getting like 25, 30 grams of fiber a day. This is why with all of your meals, you want to have 3 to 4 cups of some vegetables. And if it's hard for you to get in that many vegetables and you want to make sure you're getting enough fiber, you can supplement with a fiber supplement. Right? You just mix in some Metamucil in your water. Is Metamucil a fiber supplement? Yeah, just mix in a fiber powder in your water or your coffee, and you're good. Yo. You are so funny. Oh my goodness. My wife is hilarious. So my wife, she basically like runs our business, right? She handles like the business stuff. This way I'm able to like coach and do research and make content. So we have to have a meeting at 9:30 and it's like 12 minutes past. She's sleeping. She wakes up like, wrap it up. We got a meeting. And I'm like, you was just sleeping. Look at you trying to rush me now. Oh man, this woman's funny. I live in Somalia. Can I purchase your program, bro? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't like eating eggs by itself, but can I make tomato sauce and add it to the eggs? Yeah, you can do that. That'll be fine. 100%. Oh man. I don't like eating answer that one. LOL. Behind every strong man is a good woman. 100%. 100%. I was just telling my friend the other day, I'm like, man, like if you find, and I didn't want to sound cocky or like arrogant, but I was like, man, like you find her looking for a woman, like try to look for somebody who got characteristics like my wife, like she cooks, or, well, we don't really cook right now, but she did cook. Now we use meal prep companies, but she makes sure I eat, you know, she runs the business. Amazing. My best friend, and look at her. Just I love it. I'm not gonna put you on camera. Baby. I'm gonna, and she's really pretty too. Like, so she's not ugly. That's not why she don't want to be on camera. Um, we're getting ready to move. So when we move, then I'm gonna start like having her come on the lives and everything. All right, let's keep this going. He got to be a guy like you too. Oh yeah, no, he's stand up guy. Thank you. You change your lives. I appreciate that. Somebody said, "Brother, I love you. I hope you become Muslim." Oh, I'm sorry, brother. I'm not Muslim. I'm Christian, but I appreciate your compliments and I appreciate your concern. I hope you become Christian. That is so funny. Oh, I'm also going to have 3 boiled eggs this morning with my oatmeal. You should also add in a couple of egg whites to that, or you can add a scoop of protein powder to your oatmeal. Nah, you're good. You're good. You're good, man. No. He who finds a good wife finds a good thing. Amen. You wake up at 5 a.m.? Yeah, I wake up between 5 a.m. and 5:30. That's awesome. My husband is my best friend. Oh, wow. Look, Jasmine said her husband is her best friend. That's incredible. Let me ask you guys, who in this live is from Dallas and who is from New York? So let me know if you're from Dallas and let me know if you're from New York. I have liquid egg whites inside my refrigerator. That's good, Nancy. Yeah, use those egg whites. That is so funny. But is it okay if I can only get 5 hours of sleep? I mean, it is what it is. It has to be okay. That's all you can do. Houston here. Oh, nice, Houston. Bro, one question. I answered that one. I'm Indian and he is black. Oh, look at the interracial couple. Oh, I love it. North Carolina, Connecticut. I'm from Minnesota, twin. New NYC. Cool. What's your reasoning for waking up this early and what time do you go to sleep? So just so you guys know, I'm in New York right now. Right. I'm in New York. So just so you know, it's not 5 a.m. here right now. My reasoning for waking up early is so that I can shower, get dressed. I can kind of like set up the content to go out to be posted, and then have all of that stuff done and prepare some lessons and some notes and study myself so that when I go live at like 7:30, I can be live for 2 hours and know what I'm talking about. So I like to do all of that stuff before I actually, come live. So me being up for 2 hours before, it gives me time to set up and prepare for the day. Illinois. All right. Yes, we have been best friends for 30 years. Wow. I'm in New Jersey. NYC is 20 minutes away. I'm 4'11". Current weight is 202. Working towards 150. I get 100 grams of protein a day. How can I speed up my weight loss? If you start doing 60 minutes of cardio a day, that will help you speed up your weight loss. If you start eating, like I eat chicken breast and vegetables, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And for my breakfast, I add 2 eggs to it. If you eat like that, that'll definitely speed up your weight loss. Texas is my home now. You're from Providence, Rhode Island. Cool. Thanks for having this live stream today. You're very welcome, Nancy. I'm from New York, Brooklyn, Queen of Healing. Okay. What's up? OJ is from New York City. Nice. Yeah, we're in New York right now. We're going to Dallas soon. So soon we're going to be in Dallas. We're going to be in Texas. I'm in New Jersey. NYC answered that one. Can you have a protein shake as a snack? Yeah, actually having a protein shake as a snack is probably one of the best snacks you can have. Any low-calorie snack suggestions? Fruit, so watermelon, any type of berries, any type of melon, a protein shake, a protein bar. All of these are good. Okay, since we're saying South Africa is also in the house. Okay, okay. Celeste, should I walk with a weight jacket or weighted ankle wraps to prevent muscle mass loss? You could walk with a weighted jacket. To be honest with you, you'd be better off like lifting weights. That'll really help you preserve muscle mass. Using a weight jacket, using ankle weights, it probably won't help you. We got somebody from Kenya here. Oh wow, Nancy's in is in Dallas. Oh wow, Nancy, that's crazy. We're gonna be neighbors soon. All right, we moving down to we gonna be in Texas on November 1st. So we gonna see it. We're gonna be neighbors. What diabetic person can use? What can a diabetic person use? Uses what? What do you mean? A do you routine plan for a trucker on the go? A do you routine plan for a trucker on the go? What do you mean by that? A do you routine? Do I have a routine for a trucker on the go? For people that are on the go, buy a protein shake that's pre-made for your breakfast. For your lunch, you can pull up to a Chick-fil-A or a Chipotle. Just get the chicken with a salad. Do that for lunch and dinner. As a snack, you can get some fruit. That's it. If you get hungry, buy a protein. If you get hungry, buy a protein shake. These are simple suggestions for you. What does 60 minutes of cardio look like? Doing 60 minutes of cardio looks like you walk for 60 minutes, or you get on the Stairmaster for 60 minutes, or you get on the treadmill for 60 minutes, and you can split it up too. You can go fast, you can go slow, you can do whatever speed you want to do it at. You can do 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night, however you want to split it up. Yeah, you did, Mr. Class. We're actually wrapping up. We've been live for about 96 minutes. I wish, can we get some more people to call in? Come on, come on up, call up. If you want to call in, you have to do it on TikTok. What I can do, if you join me on TikTok, you can call in. Same name, Better You, Better Society. You'll be able to come up. What's the difference between rice and quinoa? There really is no difference between rice and quinoa. Yeah, tell her we're gonna get on a call with her in a second. I'm just. Oh, we got somebody that want to come up. Question: do I drink protein shake before or after I work out? Whew. Okay. Hey, what's going on?
Like when you say 50 minutes of cardio, like I could do 30 minutes on the 10 minutes and 30 minutes on the Stairmaster.
Yep.
But like what else? Like if I don't want to use machines, what other workouts?
You can jog, you can play basketball, you can play pickleball, you could literally do whatever.
Okay, but you're just saying just get moving.
Exactly. Now, yeah, it will. If you're so look, the two things. Diet. Yeah, you got a diet. That's number one. And then number two is do the 60 minutes of cardio. You combine those two things, you'll melt the weight off fast. So let me give you an example, right? Like let's say this is with me, right? I lost 100 pounds in 6 months. Let me give you an example of what I did. I started eating 2 meals a day. I was doing chicken breast and vegetables for meal 1, chicken breast and vegetables for meal 2. I only would eat fruit as a snack. And I was doing 60 minutes of cardio every day, at least 60. Really, I was doing like 2 hours. And I lost 100 pounds in 6 months. And I had abs when I was done losing the weight. So if you eat right and you do the 60 minutes of cardio a day by doing whatever it is you want to do that's movement-wise, that'll help you lose the belly fat.
So should I also be lifting though?
Of course, you should be lifting. Okay. So do you lift right now?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, just keep on doing that. Yeah. No. But you still want to lift though, because if you don't lift, when you finish losing all the weight, you're not gonna have any muscle. You're gonna look weak and little, so keep lifting this way. When you lose the weight, You got the veins showing. You got the six-pack showing, etc.
So, how much days of cardio should I do then?
You do it every day.
Okay, like you said, regardless after lifting.
Yeah.
So I can still lift and just do that at least a minimum of 30 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. If you can lift for at least 30 minutes and you go in and you lift hard for 30, you can finish off with some cardio.
Okay, appreciate it.
No doubt. And what's your name? Nas?
Nas, yeah.
All right, man. Yeah, I wish you the best. Keep weigh yourself, and you should be dropping 3 pounds a week.
By just doing that.
Yeah. No problem. Bye-bye. I have a full schedule today. Take care, Nancy. All right, guys, I'm about to log off. Now, look, for all the people who are serious about losing weight, like you don't want to be guessing, you want like a coach, you want accountability, you can comment the word coach, and I'm going to reach out to you as soon as I log off of this live. Now, what I do as a coach is two main things. Number one is accountability. All right. I give you a plan and I make sure you follow the plan, and I track your progress every day to make sure that you do not quit. Number two is I educate you. So I just make sure all your questions are answered, you're supported, all of that good stuff. So if you do want to work with me with coaching, just comment the word coach right here in the comment section. Then afterwards, I'm going to reach out to you. Cool? I'll give you guys another few seconds to do that. And then we got to go. Can I lose my 3 years, C-section belly coach? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Just got to lose body fat. So get on a meal plan. Get started on a meal plan. Start doing some cardio. Start lifting weights. Just got to get on the plan. Go look at it. I think I heard your response. Cardio and lift. You were eating twice, chicken and vegetables. I appreciate you. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I'm on IG. Don't have TikTok, but would love to call in, Mr. Edmonds. Okay, let me see. If I can link tree. See if I can get some more people to call up. Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing all right. I see you every single day. You like every single story on Instagram. I appreciate you.
You're very helpful.
I really appreciate that. Like everyone. It's
Because
like
they're very helpful. I give you some of the tips and tricks, and I made my comment. I've been slowly losing, so I started taking my weight loss seriously like the beginning of September, and I was at like 213, 214. So now I'm down to like 201, 202 as of like weighing myself yesterday and today.
Good job.
What I've been doing is at first I was weightlifting 4 times a week, just the way I was splitting it, but I cut back to 3, and I've been trying to increase my cardio. Just because I feel like I should be losing a bit more. And I only feel like I should be losing a bit more just because like I'm so short and I have a lot of weight on me that I feel like it's not coming off as much as I expected. But when I first started, I was working out, still adjusting my eating. I'm eating now, like basically what I eat now is I'm usually not hungry, but in the morning I do tea. I try to get in a lot of water. I usually eat around like probably 11 a.m. and I do protein shakes. I just make like a protein coffee, protein matcha, and then I do oatmeal so that I can get in like 14 grams of fiber. I do oatmeal with chia seeds, and like that's like my breakfast, brunch, or whatever that I have. It's been working. I can do it easy at home. I can make my protein shake and pack my oatmeal stuff and bring it with me to work and have it at work. And then as like a snack or whatever to get in more protein and just more calories, I'll do either like Greek yogurt or I do like a Barabel protein bar like while I'm at work. And then when I get home, I do just like protein and veggies. If I do a carb, I measure out a half a cup of like brown rice or something. with it. I try not to do the rice every day just because I'm already doing oatmeal and I don't want too many carbs. And then recently I got eggs so that I can add like 2 boiled eggs to the oatmeal and whatever, and the coffee in the morning so that I can get more protein. So since I did that, now that's like 50 grams of protein easily with that. And it keeps me full for the most part. If I get hungry, I've just been drinking water and pushing off the hunger, or drinking like a sparkling water, so that I don't get back into my old snacking habits that I'm trying to break.
Okay. So what's the goal for now? So right now, I think you said 200 pounds right now, right?
So I'm at like, yesterday I was 201, this morning I'm 202. So, just fluctuation, which I know. But I made little goals for myself. So like my long-term goal is to get to like 150, and I'm pushing that out. Like my birthday's in April. So that's like a goal for then. As of right now, I broke it out to smaller goals so that I don't get myself as overwhelmed. So my goal initially right now is to get out of the 200s by the end of the month, because beginning of this month I was already at like 204. So I've just been trying to get out of the 200s this month.
Okay, so you were 204 beginning of October, right?
Yeah, I want to say like around 204 to maybe 206.
Okay, so let me just get a quick recap of your meal plan right now. So, because it was a lot you said. So for breakfast, you do oatmeal. How much oatmeal? Half a cup?
I just do I get the Quaker's high fiber oatmeal just because I've been trying to increase my fiber. So I get their fiber oatmeal. So I do 1 pack, and I add 1 tablespoon of chia seeds to it. And then
no, wait, hold on. Is this is like the packet? This is the packet of oatmeal, right?
Yeah, 1 packet of oatmeal.
Okay, so 1 packet of oatmeal, tablespoon of chia seeds, and you eat that with 2 boiled eggs.
And then a protein shake, that's like a protein coffee.
Yeah. Which protein shake? The Premier one?
Either the Premier one, or I've been using the Nuri one.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, that's breakfast, and then lunch is just real quick. What was lunch again?
So I don't really. So because I eat that, I end up getting really full. So I more push myself to either have a Greek yogurt or something, so that has another 20 grams of protein.
Okay.
Either a yogurt, either the eatable yogurt one, or a drinkable yogurt, or I'll do a Bearbell protein bar.
Okay.
At work. Just because I eat at 11, and then by the time I get hungry again, it's probably 3 or 4, and it's almost time for me to leave work. So I do more the yogurt or the protein bar because it's easy to grab.
Okay. And then for dinner, that's when you do the protein, vegetables, and you'll add how much rice to that?
I measure out exactly half a cup. I would measure it, and I don't do it every day, but the times I do eat the rice, I do half a cup.
Okay, so you alternate. Some days it's just protein and veggies. Other days you'll add half a cup of rice.
Yes.
And then as a snack, you will do or if you get hungry after that, you'll drink water or something 0 calorie.
Yeah, if I get hungry outside of that, I just drink water, sparkling water, the 0 calorie sparkling water with nothing.
Okay.
Also water. And then at nighttime, if I get hungry, I literally have peppermint tea.
Okay. Let me ask you, what do you do for work? Because I want to get a good gauge of your activity level.
Oh, I'm a data specialist, so I sit all day.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
That's why I'm trying not to limit my snacking and limit eating too much, but also trying to. So I've been tracking it. I started tracking it the other day, and putting it into a calculator, and I get around 1,000, 1,100, maybe 12.
Yeah. Okay.
If I switch up, but then I'm trying to make sure my protein stays around at least 100 grams of protein.
Yeah.
Because I am going to the gym.
Wait, hold on. And also, what's your name? Is it Deja? Deja. Okay, gotcha. So Deja, how consistent are you with this meal plan? Because I'm assuming it's not you're not doing it 7 days a week, super strict. Do you have any cheats on the weekend?
If I cheat, it's literally full transparency. I've been doing the oatmeal, the breakfast thing. I've been doing that consistently. I try to make sure I keep my oatmeal, the protein shake. I try to keep that the same, so that if I do eat anything different, I automatically know how much calories and how much protein and all that I'm getting in, at least from that one meal out of my day. So that takes out of any guessing game. Some days on the weekend I might cheat, but it's not every day. On the weekend, I'm still eating my chicken and veggies, like say Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday, I'll eat the same breakfast and I might eat something different on Sunday. It's not like an everyday cheat thing.
Okay, yeah, no, I know it's not every day because you are like if you're cheating every day, you wouldn't be losing any weight, but you could be losing weight a little quicker because you're down pretty much like 2-3 pounds ish, and so we could be moving quicker than this if we tighten up on the weekends. That's number one, and number two, how much cardio are you doing every day?
So for that, so this month I joined the step challenge, so I make sure I get at least like say 5,000 steps a day. So I would say like the days I go to the gym, I do at least like 20. Like I do my workout and then I do at least like 20 minutes of cardio after my workout. Since I've been doing the step challenge, like those days I'll get more cardio, I say, just because like I have a walking pad here, so I've been trying to increase that. So as of this month, I've been trying to increase it more, whether it's 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. But my goal is to get to more. So I think that's what I'm thinking. That I need to, if I increase my cardio.
So let me ask you this: what time do you normally wake up for work?
Depends on the day. So Monday and Friday I'm remote. So I kind of drag my feet and get up. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday I go to the office.
Just give me a time. I want to just get a gist.
Maybe like 6 something.
Okay, so how about we start waking up at 5 or like 4:45 a.m. so we can start doing an hour of cardio at the gym every day.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you can tighten up the weekends a little bit and we start doing that on top of the step challenge you're doing, like those 2 changes alone will have you dropping like 2 pounds a week, 2.5, and you'll definitely like break out of the 200 by November.
Okay. Yeah. Because that's like my initial goal. I want to break out of the 200s, and then like from there, just keep breaking out of breaking into smaller goals and break out of each like 10-pound increment.
Yeah. If you do what I just said, like you will like how fast you've been losing weight now, it'll be sped up like times 2, times 3.
Okay. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Because I was thinking about it and I'm like, okay, what else do I need to do? Because like I'm losing, but I'm like, I have a lot of weight. Like my body fat percentage is high. So I know I have like more fat on my body. I know I don't want to lose my muscle. So I have been going to the gym and the gym has been fine. I've been progressing. I've been increasing my weights. I track the weights each week I go to see how much I'm lifting. If I feel like it's starting to get easy, then I'll increase it. If I feel like it's getting easy or I don't want to push it, I'll do, I'll break up my sets and do a standard set and then increase the weight.
That's not the problem. Your meals are good. You tightening up the weekends will be good, but your workouts are fine. The issue is your job is like very inactive.
Yeah.
And like how tall are you?
4'11".
Yeah, like what I'm saying, you're 4'11". Like, so you're not burning any calories. And I've had clients that are like, your height, your stature, and the calorie deficit has to be very low. But if you can start doing that extra cardio, that'll at least get you at like a normal rate of burning calories throughout the day. So go to the gym in the morning, start, doing that extra cardio, and that'll just help speed things up. Like I have a friend who's a plumber. Right. He doesn't have to do any cardio because he's constantly moving. He's jittery. He's like 5'11", so he's melting the calories off. Like if you're very sedentary, like I sit down all the time. Like this is how I work. I'm sitting, I coach. I have to do an hour of cardio every day just to burn an equivalent amount of calories. So that's why I suggest you do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I should see you in the morning, like post it in your story. I want to see you at the gym doing that cardio. That'll make a huge, huge impact and have you losing weight way quicker.
Okay. Okay. I'll start doing that. What are we starting this week? Because I want to get to my goals.
Yeah, you got this, Deja. I'm gonna be watching. And the next time you come up, I want to hear. All right, I'm 197 now.
Yes.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, thank you.
Take care. All right. right, let's see. Hello, Chi-Chi. Hello, Diana. Thank you for the follow. Hello, Lynn. Thank you for joining. Jay Page, thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate it. Hey, coach, I have a question. What is your opinion about push-pull legs? I think doing a push-pull leg workout split is amazing. I think it's perfect. So push would be bench press, incline press, military press, tricep extensions. Pull would be pull-ups, lat pull downs, cable rolls, rear delt flies, bicep curls, and legs would be squats, leg press, leg extensions, and leg curls. Amazing workout routine. You can do each day twice a week. So it can be push, pull legs, then push, pull legs again. Then you have a rest day. Or it could just be push on Monday, pull on Wednesday, legs on Friday. Either way, it's an amazing workout split. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. Okay. Oh, can you repeat that for me, please? Yes, I said doing push, pull legs as a workout split is amazing. So you can do push, which would be bench press, and then incline press, and then military press for the shoulders, then tricep extensions. Pull would be pull-ups or lat pull downs, then cable rolls, and then reverse flies, and then bicep curls for the biceps. And then legs would be squats, leg press, leg extensions, and leg curls. That's amazing. So you can do push, pull legs, then push, pull legs. So push on Monday, pull on Tuesday, legs on Wednesday, push again on Thursday, pull again on Friday, and then legs again on Saturday, and then Sunday can be a rest day. Or you could just train 3 days a week. Push can be Monday, pull can be Wednesday, legs can be Friday. Either way you want to split it up, that's an amazing workout split that's going to be good for you. Okay. All right, guys, I got to go. Like I said, last time saying this, if you want to work with a fitness coach, if you need more help with losing body fat, building muscle, and reaching your fitness goal, just comment the word coach in the comment section, and I'll reach out and try to help you out to the best of my ability. All right. I appreciate you guys for rocking out with me live. I truly do appreciate it. And I wish you guys the best. Go out there and crush today. Remember, when you get motivated to reach your goal, take action immediately. Take action immediately. When the emotion is hot and the motivation is high, that is when you strike. Do not let yourself cool off. All right. And that's it. Okay. I got a question for you. So, what is the fastest way to lose weight without eating? What is the fastest way to lose weight without eating? I don't know. Don't eat, I guess. All right, guys. Later.